Hey, what's up everyone? How are you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is awesome. So what's going on everybody? I see we got Happy, we got Burso, we got Doggo, Mr. Jacobs, RK. What's up? Fatal, nice to see you guys. Intense Self, what's going on? Lenny, how are you today? We got Mohammed, Benjamin, Sadat. We got Father Roach. That's an interesting name. Cock Raucus. Antisocial. We got Blake Lee. We got Poem. Nice to see you guys today. All right. So, how is everybody doing? RK, please don't spam the chat, buddy. Just say something one time. Thank you. All right. Fatal VR just hit 1,000 subs. Check that out. So, Fatal, I'm not really sure that I like War Thunder. I sort of like the airplanes, but I played the battleships and the tanks, and I was bored to death. I didn't really... It just feels like, you know, World of Tanks or something. I just can't really get into that game, honestly. You know, I tried it out. I played several little games, and it's really just not my thing, I don't think. Hey, Missy Scott. Junior Jacob says, just learning the game. Well, welcome to the game, buddy. Awesome to have you. What's up, Hashi? How are you today? El Bonneton, what's up? Very nice to see you guys today. So if you guys got game questions, I can try and give you guys an answer. Moment says, Danny Pixonic should put your pilot in the game. Also, it looks really amazing. That's actually that's just my head pasted onto an existing pilot. So that pilot already exists with a different head. That is the Kyle Rogers suit. There's a Hawk pilot called Kyle Rogers, and I'm just stealing his suit, or maybe he's just borrowing my suit. I don't know. One or the other. Alright, my mouse is getting weird. Hold on a second. There we go. So, Bursa, what you been up to, man? Hopefully everything's going well. Did you guys see the new Special Edition Spectre and Orkans on the test server? Lenny, I have no idea if you won or not, my friend. I got a whole list of people's player IDs, but I don't know whose player ID belongs to what person, so I have no idea. Fatal says, I can't. My game is still broken. Man. That sucks, actually. Moment says, my head on the pilot is really good. So just curious, is there anybody here who has a gaming PC, has Steam, and would like a free copy of War Robots Frontiers? Because I still have a few game codes to give out. So if anybody's actually interested, say I'm interested in playing Frontiers. Alright, so Lenny is interested. I'm going to go ahead and drop one of these codes into here. Now, I think once you go into Steam, you have to click on something somewhere that says Activate Product. And then you put in this code. I don't know exactly how it works, but... So, Lenny would like one. This code is for Lenny. Sword, I will post another code here for you as well. All right, so here is the 2 codes. Lenny, grab the first one. Sword, grab the second one. This is to get a free copy of War Robots Frontiers on Steam. All right. All right, Quan, what's going on, buddy? Lenny says, bye, I need to go. All right, catch you later. If you're using that game code, let me know if it works, right? Logister says, I'm definitely not interested in Frontiers. May I ask why? What's up, Big Daddy? Yeah, I need to do some War Robots Frontier stuff. I haven't done a whole lot with it, but my original goal was to do like a Frontiers live stream once a week or something like that. But I just haven't really got around to doing it. This is my 3rd gaming channel, so all those channels keep me pretty darn busy. Doggo, what's up? I can see you, my friend. How are you doing today? What's up, Coburn? Lugaster says, I get angry while playing War Robots, so I think Frontiers would be even worse. Hey, Hugo, what's going on, buddy? Happy, how's your day going, man? Aurox, what's up? Dago hit 40 subs. Cool, cool. Keep at it, my man. Sometimes it takes a while to get subs, but hey, keep at it, you know? They'll slowly add up. Missy Scott says, Frontiers looks boring. It's actually pretty fun. Personally, to me, the mobile game is more fun because the maps are smaller, but it's a good time. Sword says it worked. Awesome. You are welcome. Hopefully the Lenny's worked as well. All right. So do you guys got any game questions? Yeah, I was trying those new special Orkans. I think they call them like the Ultimate Edition Orkans and the Ultimate Edition Spectre. And you know what? I was not really impressed with the Spectre at all. It was still super squishy and died very easily. But the new Orkans are pretty strong. Now, I don't really know how it's going to work, but some people are saying those are going to be items that you have to buy with real money. You can't get them any other way, but we'll see. What's up, Dark Knight? Nice to see ya. Well, man, I'm glad you like my channel, buddy. Thank you so much. It's awesome to have you here. Well, the special Orkans look exactly the same. They do the same thing, but they just seem to do a lot more damage. Well, they don't quite look exactly the same. They just have they're reskinned. It looks like an Ardent skin on an Orkan, but they do extra damage. So basically, it's just a much more powerful version of the Orkan. Doggo wants to know, is the Jaw Typhon good? Yeah, those weapons on Typhon are really good in my opinion. So if you're comfortable playing it up close, not everybody likes to play the Typhon at a close range, but if you do like playing it up close, that's a very good set. Okay, Steam does not run through an emulator like BlueStacks. You would go to like steampowered.com, I think it is, and you download Steam onto your computer. Steam is actually a gaming platform. I mean, It's one of the biggest gaming platforms out there. You can buy all your games, like you can buy your Call of Duty games, like just about every game out there, Steam has it. So it's an actual computer program. It's not a emulator or something. Warbots Frontiers is a full-blown PC game. Sleeman, how's it going? Hopefully I'm saying your name right there. Dark Knight says, what about the Ardent Spectre? So the Special Edition Spectre, it wasn't feeling very good on the test server. Now, it may be way better on the live server, but it just kind of felt so-so on the test server. I wasn't really impressed with the Spectre, but I was impressed with the Orkans. Alright, so Doggo says, you won't believe it. I made a free-to-play account and got Jaw Typhon. I believe it. That's cool, bud. Yeah, they're special edition Orkans, but they do a lot of extra damage. I guess they're going to be bringing some older weapons and older robots back as a much more powerful addition, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Like, I have no idea how that's going to work, so yeah, it seems like they fire for a much longer time. Alright, I'm actually going to yell on the stream really quick because I just turned my limiter off because sometimes when I get a little loud, it's cutting out my voice. So get ready. I'm going to yell really fast, so I don't want to blow out your eardrums. The compressor should turn it down, but here we go, here we go. Hey! Alright, so it distorted, but it did not cut my voice out. Okay, cool, cool. I'm just going to turn the limiter off from now on. It doesn't seem to be working properly. It's the one that's built into the streaming software. It kind of sucks. Lugaster says, you have a wonderful voice. Just yell at us. Alright, so the new Fafnir pilot does extra penetration. I guess that means it's going to go through 35% of the enemy's damage resistance, right? But here's the problem. The Fafnir is already really squishy and easy to kill, and now it's going to have less hit points, so I do need to make a video about the new pilot for the Fafnir, but I don't like it. The little bit of extra damage you get isn't worth the reduction in the hit points because you blow up so quickly. Doggo, you're wondering if you should only live stream. I mean, that's really up to you, but honestly, I think you should probably do videos and live streams. What's up, Sun Gamer? How's it going? Oh, so you're saying Nodens is not healing your teammates. That's something I'm going to have to check out at some point. Patrick Leonard, hopefully I said your name there. He says, what you plan for the whole screen? Not sure what you mean by that, buddy. I mean, this is basically a question and answer stream, so if you guys got questions, I'll try to answer. But Doggo, I mean, I think you should do videos and streams. Videos are more likely to get you more subscribers and stuff, I think, than just live streaming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get 4 Scotties I'm kind of wondering if they're going to give us the new pilot. I haven't been on today to collect the day's prize, but I think we're going to get the robot for Scotty's, and I'm wondering if the new pilot's going to be there as well. Intense Self says, do you know what the best weapon is right now? That depends on the robot and your play style, I think. The new laser weapons like the Hwanjis and stuff, I don't know, I guess that's how you pronounce that. Those things are super good because you can brawl with them or you can fight from a distance. Those are one of the best weapons in the game right now, I would say. But it depends on how you're playing. I mean, if you want to brawl, if you're right up in somebody's face, you might want to use one set of weapons. If you're trying to play from a distance, you might want to use a different set of weapons. So it all depends on your playing style and the robot as well. But right now, I would say those new laser weapons are rocking it out on every single robot I've ever tried them on. Except for some weird reason, I don't like them as much on the Amugi. I don't know why. Hey, we got Mark from the Kaiser clan. Brandon says, is it good to upgrade the Amugi to Mark III? Yeah, I mean, the Amugi is a cool robot. If you really like it, it might be worth going to Mark III. But when using those upgrade tokens, they're kind of hard to get, or you usually have to buy them with money. So just make sure it's a robot or something you really feel is worth upgrading. But I think the Amugi is a great robot overall. I think that one's probably worth upgrading. Doggo says, I tried to stream with Turnip. I'm not sure what you mean by Turnip. Lugaster says, I love the dragon-looking Fafnir, but because it's so weak, I don't level him up. Yeah, you know, it's a very cool-looking robot. It's one of the cooler-looking robots in the game, but it is kind of weak, unfortunately. It's an application. Okay. Duggo, are you doing it on your PC or your phone? I don't know if that's a phone app or a PC app, but I currently use something called Streamlabs. Streamlabs is actually pretty nice, or you can use OBS Studio if you're on a PC. Now, if you're on a phone, I'm not really sure what the best way to do it is. Alright, so Joe says, will the new WR Frontiers link in anyway to the new current war robots? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but I don't think so. Like, if you're asking if you can go get Frontiers and continue with your same account or something, no. I think I need a little more information to understand what you're asking, though. Lost Phantom says he wishes the Natasha had a new model. You know, if they made a Natasha that had a little bit of damage resistance and some sort of ability, that would actually be a really cool robot. Right now, Natasha is a very weak robot. If you get him up in the higher leagues, he's almost unplayable, but that would be cool to make a Natasha 2.0. I think that would be awesome, actually. Alright, so this is what they said. The other day, one of the community managers was on my War Robots Frontiers live stream, and he was answering questions about War Robots Frontiers. And somebody said, is it going to be a pay-to-play game? Are you going to sell a bunch of stuff? And he said it's basically going to be a free-to-play game, but we are going to sell a battle pass. So as of right now, that's what the community manager said. It's basically you can get everything by playing, but there will be a battle pass. So if that's the way it is, hey, it's going to be a pretty awesome deal, I would say. I just hope they decide to leave it that way. Lost Phantom, I mean, we have a battle pass in War Robots, right? You pay your 20 bucks or whatever, you complete the task, and you get a bunch of prizes and things. So it will have a battle pass that you can buy. Just like the battle passes we have here on War Robots. Yeah, an operations pass is the same thing as a battle pass. Like the race car game I have has that. They call it a race pass. Lucas Stewart says, is anybody really buying the battle pass? Yeah, a lot of people buy them actually. I don't think as many people buy them now because the prizes don't seem to be as good as they used to be, but there was a while there where you could buy a battle pass for, I don't remember what it was. I think it was $10 or something. And the prizes were excellent. Now, as far as on War Robots Frontiers, they don't have the battle pass yet. But eventually they're going to add it. Alright, so I got a question here. Is the Sirius Titan worth it? When do you think what weapons to equip? Alright, so the Sirius Titan it's an okay Titan. I'm expecting eventually they might buff it because it's not as good as we had expected. On the test server, the Sirius was a monster. You couldn't kill it. It was just beating the heck out of everybody. But when it went live, it dies very, 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 very easily. So the Sirius is a cool robot. I like it. It's fun to play, but it's definitely not the best Titan out on the battlefield right now. What's up, Antisocial? Lost Phantom says the Sirius needs more defenses. I agree. Okay, so duck on. I don't know, buddy. That is something they said they were going to do a long time ago, but I don't know if they still plan to do that or not. Too bad you weren't here the other day to ask that when the community manager was on my stream answering questions about Frontiers. Because I'm wondering about that myself. I'm going to try to find out for you guys. I mean, I'm not going to be able to find out during this live stream, but I'll see if I can ask around and see if they're still planning on doing that. So, Duck, did you change your name, buddy? Is this Duck on Quack? I think it is, isn't it? Quan says, I don't have much War Robots Frontiers progress anyway. Doggo says, once I cried for Fafnir, now 3 Fafnirs are rusting in my inventory. They were pretty crazy when they first came out, but not as good anymore. Duck is another fellow YouTuber. He makes some pretty cool videos. Austin, to have you here, buddy. Missy Scott says, I need a GoFundMe page. Make one. You know, if you need one, make one. I made one once and nobody donated. Not one person. Not one person. But then you see people out there saying, oh, I want to make a trip to Disneyland. And they've got like $30,000 donated. Or I'm trying to get a set of booby implants and they get like $100,000 donated. But when somebody's actually asking for help, nobody donates. You know what I mean? I think stuff like GoFundMe is crap. I guess. I don't know. Law says, what is your favorite Titan? Right now, I like the Aether. Aether is currently my favorite Titan. It's just so much fun to play. It's very, very good. What's up, Grady White? Alright, so is anybody in here... Does anybody here have Steam and would like a free copy of War Robots Frontiers? I have a couple of game codes I can give out, so you can get a free copy of Frontiers on Steam, but you got to have a good gaming PC to play it. So I can drop a code in chat if anybody's interested. I got a couple codes left. I was thinking of a good way to give these out, but there's no really good way to do it without collecting people's emails addresses and stuff. But if I do put the code in chat, you have to grab the code, go to Steam, hit activate whatever it is, activate something or the other. Activate product, that's what it is. And then you put the code in, and then all of a sudden, bam, you got the game. Mr. A92, you find the music's too loud? Does anybody else think it's too loud? Because it sounds perfect to me. Joe says the GoFundMe is crap. Quan says it's a bit too loud. Missy Scott says it's cool. Intense Self said me. Does that mean you're interested in the Frontiers, buddy? Tim C. Okay, we got a spammer. Stop spamming or you shall be blocked from the channel. Alright, I'm going to time him out. Do it again and you will be blocked. Alright, next time you're going to be blocked. That is somebody intentionally spamming. It's one thing for someone who's spamming a little bit, but to stop to intentionally spam, you will be blocked, so you can never comment on the channel again if you keep it up. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm listening to the stream on a set of headphones. I play it back so I can hear it play back just to make sure everything's working correctly. And the music is, in my headphones, it sounds like it's the perfect volume. I'll turn it down a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Actually, just let me turn my voice up a little bit. I see my voice was actually turned down 2 decibels, so now I am slightly louder, which should make the music a little bit quieter. Is that better? Lugaster would like me to yell a little more. I might scare some people if I start yelling. We don't want to scare anybody away. Grady White, because YouTube has commercials, my man. I'm not sure what you mean, but YouTube always plays ads on videos and streams and stuff. Do you not get ads on other people's live streams? Us YouTubers get paid from the advertisements. Like if the advertisements weren't there, the majority of YouTube channels wouldn't exist because, hey, that's how we get paid. Alright, so Doggo says, is it good to be a YouTuber at teenage? So you're a teenager, yeah, I mean, why not? If you enjoy doing it, you know, if you enjoy being a YouTuber, do it. Just make sure, just make sure it doesn't get in the way of your like normal everyday life. But nothing wrong with being a YouTuber at any age, honestly. I think what it is a few of the songs are louder than others. Legister is using the ad blocker. Oh man, what a bummer. That's why I only make like $3 or $4 an hour, because you guys have the ad blockers. Alright, so Titan Slayer says, why hasn't Shoots come back? Pixonic, why? Honestly, Shoots is a very bad robot. If you try to play it, you're going to get stumped. Javier says, sucks the drones left your hangar fully loaded and they came back all week. Yeah, I mean, the change in the drones was good for the gameplay for the most part, but I think a lot of people are upset about the way they went about the whole thing. They should have gave people a lot more compensation, but yeah, I mean, the main problem with the drones was one thing. The purple shields were popping up way too often. Titan Slayer says, why it gone? Why is what gone? The Shoots? I'm not really sure why. They removed 3 robots from the game. They removed the Shoots, the Boa, and the Golem. And they're all 3 basically terrible robots. Missy Scott says, I'm so sick of people trying to push my buttons. Missy Scott, sometimes, I don't know who's trying to push your buttons, but sometimes you just got to ignore people that are being annoying or something like that. I mean, in terms of visual, what is my favorite robot? Alright, so the coolest looking robot right now is probably the Katsumi Harpy. That and the the Corrupted Fafnir and the Katsumi Harpy are both 2 of the coolest looking robots in the game. Missy Scott, what's the deal? What are you upset about? Lost Phantom says the Katsumi Harpy is sexy. I think I'm missing something, but I don't understand what Missy Scott is upset about. I don't get it, but alright, if you're leaving, Missy, have a great day. Quan says, Ardent Behemoth. You know, the Ardent Behemoth, I don't really like the way that one looks. It needs more things that light up on it. Now, I do really like the Ardent Blitz. That thing was cool. You're upset that somebody was spamming in the chat? Somebody said hello like 20 times and I timed them out? How is that upsetting you? Oh well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, Lost Phantom says the game was better without drones and motherships. Yeah, you know, I think we could do without drones or motherships, honestly. But unfortunately, I think we're stuck with those things. Alright, so Titan Slayer, the robot that has 4 heavy slots, is called the Behemoth. There's also a new robot on the test server that has 4 heavy slots, and it stays in stealth all the time, but when it starts firing its weapons, it comes out of stealth. What's up, Lucas Game? How are you doing today? Kashan, what's up? How are you doing? I appreciate you guys coming out. Douglas says, I challenge you. You take whatever you want. I take Cossack. Who are you challenging? You're telling me you're going to beat somebody up with a Cossack? Unless you're hacking, I don't think that's possible, my friend. Alright, so it looks like Blake Lee has invited somebody to the clan. Very cool. Hey, niggas, what's up? What's the ugliest robot? Grady White says the Lynx. Let me think about it. What is the ugliest robot in the game? I don't know. I think the Nether without a paint job on it is kind of ugly. Like, if you get the paint job for the Nether, it looks cool, but without the paint job, it's quite boring looking. Titan Slayer says, how do you get the Behemoth? I believe you can build one in the workshop. You might be able to win one out of a chest. I don't know if you look through the chest, like the super chest and the key chest, there may or may not be a Behemoth in there. I would have to look. I can't remember what's in there, but sometimes you'll see them for sale for a few dollars in the daily deals. Just kind of stuff like that. Missy Scott, are you saying the new Titan is the ugliest? It's a pretty weird looking deal, actually. Hey, what's up, Million? How are you doing today? I know there's another robot somewhere that's probably uglier, but I can't remember offhand. Quan says easy paint job Seraph. Lost Phantom, yeah, he says all you can do is spam the motherships. I know they're helpful and all, but I never liked it. I think the majority of people don't really care for the motherships, honestly. Logaster says, I don't like the fact that the drone coins are so hard to get. Yeah, the microchip currency, I don't know why they're selling it for so much. Zara, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Zara says, how do you become a pro? Play a lot. Lots of practice. Lots and lots of practice. There's not really much to it other than get 5 good robots, load them up with decent weapons, make sure they're leveled up high enough for the league that you're playing in, and play a lot. Learn to use cover properly. Learn how to corner shoot if that's your thing. Make sure you got the right, the right build on your robot. Stuff like that. Lost Phantom says we need paint jobs for Siren and Harpy. Doesn't Harpy have a paint job? I know Siren doesn't. I don't know why they never made anything for Siren. Harpy has a special edition, but doesn't he have a paint job? I thought he did. What's up, Hugh? God. Hugh999, how's it going? I'm not going to say your full name there, but welcome to the stream. Lugaster, the good... Yeah, Seraph may... His weapon may shoot through walls, but at least it doesn't do that much damage. That's the good part about that. Titan Slayer says, you guys should make it so that we can buy gold with power cells or platinum. Wait, what in the world is... What am I playing right there? What is that? I don't have any weapons on... Is that a Hellburner? That's a weird looking robot. This is like old school gameplay from like 2 years ago. That must be a Hellburner. It looks so different. Wow. That doesn't even look like a Hellburner. Alright, what was I getting back to? I lost track there. Oh yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna make so you can buy gold or power cells or platinum or whatever you were saying there. Alright, so one thing about power cells is most players run out of them and then have to buy power cells, so... I think your average player would not want to spend their power cells on gold or platinum. But yeah, I highly doubt Pixonic is going to change the way they do their resources. Alright, so Forgex says okay, hold on. He says, yo, should I put 2 Scotties on my Katsumi Harpy or should I keep my Punishers? Well, man, that's there's a couple problems with the Punishers. And there's a couple problems with the Scotties, okay? So the Punishers have a spread. So the closer you get, the more damage you do, and the further you get, the less damage they do. Plus, they have a 10-second reload. Now, the advantage of the Scotty over the Punisher is the Scotties do the same amount of damage from, you know, any distance. So at point blank or 600 meters, they're doing the same amount of damage. The Scotties also can freeze people, so... I think on a Harpy, I don't think the Scotties are the greatest weapons in the game, but they're definitely usable. If you don't have anything else, they're usable, but they're not wonderful. But if I had to choose between the two, I think I would probably put the Scotties on there. It would definitely not be my first choice, but if I had to, I would prefer the Scotties, I guess. Hey, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? What kind of tips are you looking for, my friend? But yeah, I mean, in Silver League, I think the Scotties would actually do pretty good. And I think the Punchers would also do pretty good. Kwan says, use all your keys on the bronze chest. Yeah, a lot of people will open those little 10-key chests. Just to get all the little resources and power cells and junk out of there. So that's not a bad thing. Alright, so Jeremy, let me know what kind of tips you're looking for exactly, because, I mean, I don't know if you're looking for gameplay tips, how to build a hangar tips, what robots you should get. I mean, this is my main advice for somebody who's free to play, right? Find out which robots and weapons are good, and start building 5 really good robots in the workshop, or acquire them out of opening chests for keys. So once you have 5 really good robots, now you're going to want to focus on getting weapons for those robots. Now, weapon choice depends on the robot and how you plan to play it, but a lot of people make the mistake of every time they get a new weapon or a new robot, they stop leveling the current stuff and they start leveling up the new stuff, and they never get anything past level 8 or 9 or level 10. because every time they get something new, they stop upgrades and move to something else. Then they stop and move to something else. Then they stop and move to something else. And they never max out a hangar. And this is actually a really big mistake. As a free-to-play player, get 5 robots, fill them up with decent weapons, and don't change a thing. Stick with that 5 robots, stick with those weapons, and don't stop upgrading them until they're into the at least like mid Mark II league. Once they're at a good enough place where they're performing well in Champion League, then maybe you can start working on upgrading something else. But you gotta stick with a hangar. Don't keep changing things around. Myself, that's a mistake I used to make big time, was trying to upgrade everything I get, and I never had any robots or weapons past level 9. One day someone said, hey, why don't you just put robots you like in there, fill them up with weapons. Don't upgrade anything else until that hangar's maxed out. I said, you know what? That's actually a pretty good idea, and I tried that out, and I was amazed at how fast my hangar went from like level 9 to level like 3 or 4 Mark II. And I'll tell you what, it was actually a big help. So that's one of the best things I ever did as a free-to-play player. I mean, I was always free-to-play, or at least really, really cheap to play, because I've never been able to spend a lot of money on this game. So Hugh, I don't know if you noticed, but I put out a video recently about the tier. He had over 400,000 hit points. I'm not really sure he's squishy. If you can level him up enough, he does really well. I was really impressed with the way the tier performed. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but man, it did excellent, actually. I mean, if you put the right modules, the right weapons on it, the right drone, the tier will perform pretty well. I actually really like the tier. I think it's a very good and very fun robot. I mean, it's not the best robot in the game, but it can definitely hang if you need it to. Lost Phantom says, do you want to see my hangar? I don't actually have the game open or anything, and I don't even know if I could see your hangar or not, but this is probably close to 2 years old, RX. I don't know exactly how old this gameplay is, but probably 2 years ago. Hugh says, I saw your video. I also like the Ancient Tier. It looks awesome. You know, the Ancient Tier is actually a scary looking robot, man. When somebody gets right up in your face with an Ancient Tier, it's just like, oh my god, what is that thing? It kind of freaks you out. It's a menacing looking robot. Missy Scott says, I'm hoping that y'all don't look down on me, please, but can y'all please? For me, I need it. Oh, she says, please pray for me. Well, Missy Scott needs some prayers, everybody, so if you could do that for her, that would be very nice. Did I miss a question about a tank? Everybody needs a tank, yes. Alright, Forgex says, should I change my hangar? Sheriff Demeter, that's awesome. Katsumi Harpy, it's awesome. Cruel Orochi, I don't really like it that much. I'm not a big fan of the Orochi anymore. I mean, there's a few players out there that are super good with it, but Orochi doesn't perform like it used to. Having something like an Invader or a Fenrir with a Bernadette Wolf would probably be something you might want to look at. But Sheriff Demeter is an awesome robot. I think that one is currently great. Demeter is a very helpful robot. Harpy is a very nice damage dealer. I like the Harpy a lot, but I'm not a fan of the Orochis anymore. Now, if the Orochi is really working for you, sure, why not? It doesn't work for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but it doesn't for me. Lost Phantom says, do you have an Android? I don't believe that there are any robots at my house. No androids. I guess you're talking about like an Android phone. But yeah, I've got an Android phone. Blake Lee says, Missy, would you like to talk about it? Missy Scott, I know Blake Lee personally. He's a good guy, so you could feel safe talking to him, I would think, if you wanted to. Oh, sorry you're not happy with the way things are going, Missy Scott. I'm sorry to hear that. Life is rough sometimes, I will say. Doggo says, may I provide the next Q&A gameplay? I'm not sure how you would get me like 2 hours worth of video, honestly. So I don't think that would work out too well, to tell you the truth. Missy Scott says, I'm still sitting here crying because of this. Missy Scott, I'm sorry to hear you're not having a good time, bud. It sucks when things in life are going sucky. I will say that. I will say the majority of things in life tend to suck for your average person. There are some people out there that have like just things just go well for them constantly no matter what they do. But unfortunately, I don't think everybody's that lucky. You know what I mean? The majority of people seem like things are always out to get them. Life is out to get you for the most part, I would say. Missy Scott, you're fine. You're not ruining the live stream. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so Lancelot, Alcuin, or Leo? Lancelot is a cool old robot. Leo is a cool old robot. Alcuin is a terrible robot. Do not put in an Alcuin. It is very, very, very squishy. So I don't think you should do that. Missy Scott says, I cannot get the Discord to work, Blake. I don't know, maybe send her a different link or something. But yeah, it would be nice if life just like worked out perfect for everybody. You know what I mean? I really wish it did. Bill Butler says, are you on PC? I'm actually an Android player. Missy Scott says, Danny, you had an author on your head. Hugh says they should add more module slots to the Leo. I'm going to tell you why I agree with you, but I'm going to tell you why they're not going to do it, because those are considered to be starter robots. Leo is one of the best starter robots you can get. I would absolutely love if they gave him more module slots, but I really don't think they're ever going to do it. Quan says, if Life worked out perfectly, the good parts wouldn't shine as bright. It would be nice if everything shined, I'll tell you that. Alright. When are the winners going to be announced of the giveaway? Well, I got like, what, three giveaways currently going, so... All I can say is... What's today's date? Is that the 18th or the 16th? I can't tell if that's the 18th or the 16th there. It's the 18th. I would say in the next 4 to 5 days. Now, I'm not sure about the... I'm not sure when the links winners will be announced, but the... my gosh, I'm having a brain fart here and can't figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on a second. The links winners, I don't know when the deadline for that giveaway is, so those will be announced coming sometime soon. Now, the 50 Amugis and the 150 Titan weapons, sometime in the next 4 to 5 days, I'll probably have a video announcing those. I think in 2 days is the last day of the giveaway, so after the giveaway ends, I got to get all the winners onto a list. I got to sort through it, make sure there's no people who got picked more than once. We got to make sure nobody's on the blacklist. We got to, get the winners over to the game manufacturer. So it usually takes a few days after the giveaway ends before we announce the winners. So I would say sometime within the next 5 days, the Amugi and the Veyron winners will be announced. Missy Scott says, I don't have a computer or a laptop, just my phone. For most people, I would say a phone's probably good enough. Unless you want to play PC games, right? As long as you don't want to play PC games, you can pretty much do anything you need to on your phone these days. Missy Scott says, I'm going back on Android. I like Android. Android phones are my favorite. I don't really like iOS myself. Lugaster said they should bring out a Adrian, Manny, and Danny robot. Are these going to be robots that look like humans? That would be kind of cool. I would say my current favorite tank is the Fenrir, but the thing is, you have to get the legendary pilot called Bernadette Wolf. It gives him something like 60% more hit points. If you don't have it, the Fenrir is a little bit of a tank, but if you have the Bernadette Wolf pilot on the Fenrir, it's probably one of the hardest robots to kill in the game with that pilot in the right setup. Doggo says, Danny, a War Robots tournament. Nah, I'm not into the tournaments. I don't like the tournaments. Not my thing, so you'll never see me doing one of those things. I don't even want to enter into a tournament. I just don't want to be part of a tournament. I don't know why. I just don't care for that. Not my style, I guess. Quan says getting into the tournaments is complicated. What's up, Dylan? Now, if there was a tournament that paid money, maybe I would give it a go, but I'm just not really... Oh, crap, I don't have it on live chat, so I may have missed some people's comments. Lugaster would like to see our heads on top of a robot. That would be a very goofy looking... that would be very goofy. Bill says, does a mouse work with iOS? As far as I know, if you're talking about an iOS phone, as far as I know, you can probably get some sort of Bluetooth mouse or something, but I don't know if you can use it to play games with. I don't really know a whole lot about iOS, honestly. Alright, so Forgex, I'm not really sure if Fafnir is that great of a replacement for the Orochi. Fafnir is a little bit on the weak side at the moment. It's a cool robot. I would say, you know, I think I would probably rather play an Orochi. I mean, hold on a second. I think I'd rather play a Fafnir over the Orochi, but I think they're sort of on the same level overall. They're both very hard to play. Now, some people might find the Orochi better. Some people might find the Fafnir better. I think that's going to be personal preference there, but neither one's really that wonderful. Blake, I think he's not Blake, Missy. I think Blank's saying he could invite you to their clan on War Robots. But yeah, they're an Android clan. Dogo says, like boys cannot hate iOS. What are like boys and why can they not hate iOS? Personally, I don't like iOS at all. I am not a fan of Apple, but you know, that's me. I'll never own an Apple device. I don't like them very much. Not my thing. Arox, what the heck did you just say? Mommy. Mommy. Mama Rana? What? Arox, what in the world are you talking about, buddy? Oh, Raina. Mommy Raina. Gotcha. I'm like, what in the world is that monstrosity of a word? But now I understand. Teddy says, yeah, it would be cool for each to have their own robots. That would be pretty cool, actually. Missy Scott says, I am a female and I hate iOS. Lucaster does not like the prices of Apple. Dago says, I'm ruining their plan. I don't know what I'm doing to your plan, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about there. Sorry for destroying your plan, whatever it was. No, Gaming King, I actually have no idea when the next skirmish is going to be. Like, the Pixonic people don't really talk about stuff like that with us normally. Richard Brown says, when is the Mender getting a buff? Richard, do you happen to have the legendary pilot for Mender named Marie Leclerc? The Marie Leclerc pilot gives it crazy amounts of healing that heals through the gray damage. Mender with that pilot is actually extremely good if you know how to play it. It's not easy to play though. I don't think it's easy to play at all, but it is really darn good. Hughes says the Danny Bot special ability is Lightning Strike. I think I would rather it be once you get stuck on something, you hit the ability button and it just like goes right through it instead of stays stuck. That's the ability I need. Yeah, I don't work for War Robots. I just make YouTube videos. I just play the game and make videos. I mean, I am in contact with them. I can talk to some of the community managers, but yeah, I don't work there or anything. I just, you know, they just like having me around as one of their YouTubers. But that's about it. Lugaster, you don't like the weapons on the Mender. So I think the sonic weapons or the cudgel type weapons or the new lasers are really good. Blake, who are you talking to, buddy? What could I tell them? Oh, the matchmaking. Yeah, we've been complaining about the matchmaking for a long time. So here's the thing. I don't know who's in charge and who makes the decisions at Pixonic. So when I tell somebody at Pixonic my thoughts, my feelings, I don't know if that ever gets back to the big boss or not, right? I have no idea. Some of it might not. I have no clue. All I know is I can tell the people I have contact with my feelings about stuff, and what happens after that? No idea. No idea. Hunter says, I miss the old War Robots. LMAO, yes, Pixonic's Discord is very strict because there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of troublemakers, so they get to the point where they're just like, you know what? We've had enough of this crap. If somebody acts up one time, we're just going to ban them and get rid of them. It just makes life easier for the people running it, I guess. Gaming King says, should I switch the Kefri with the Typhon? They're both really good, man. Having both in your hangar would actually be kind of nice. Kefri is still an awesome robot. Typhon's an awesome robot. I mean, do you have them both leveled up? Is there one you prefer playing over the other? If you've got them both leveled up and you can only choose one, I would just choose the one that you seem to do the best with, because they're both amazing. JD says, what 5 bots would you run that don't include Angler or Nether? Skyros for beacons. Skyros is amazing for beacons. Fenrir. Fenrir for a tank. I love me some Fenrir. I love me some Invader. Invader's a really old school bot that's awesome. Typhon's amazing. Demeter's amazing. I'm trying just to think off the top of my head. I would really have to open the game and look through all the robots. I don't have the game up at the moment though. I really like the Kefri a lot still. That's still one of my favorites. Harpy is a really cool robot. I like the Harpy. I'm trying to think, what else would I play? Typhon is pretty awesome if I haven't mentioned that already. There's a lot of robots that I really like. I mean, Phantom is a lot of fun. Blitz is a lot of fun. Pursuer is a lot of fun. Mars is really fun. But it also depends on your playing style, what game mode you're playing, and you know, how you play. Missy Scott says Skyros is a meatball. Missy Scott, that is one meatball I don't think I would like to eat. Hell yeah, Ares. If you get the new pilot on Ares, it's really darn good. It dies really fast though. It dies really fast, but it's amazing. No hablo español. Alberto, no hablo español, buddy. Sorry. I don't know if anybody here knows Spanish, but I do not. Lugaster says it takes too long to eat the meatball. You know, that's a meat. That meatball is probably the size of like a 3-story building. That would definitely take a long time to eat. All right, guys. So is there anybody here in the chat that has Steam on PC and would like a free copy of War Robots Frontiers? I can give you an activation code that will give you a free copy of the game. I can drop it in the chat. So far, nobody really seems to want it. Earlier, I gave out 2 of them, and I've asked another time, and nobody wanted it the second time I asked. So, antisocial. Here's the deal. If I'm gonna put the code in there, you probably want to add it in right now because I can't guarantee somebody else won't grab it and try to do it. I can put the code in there. Doug Bot, what's up, buddy? All right, so let me drop a code in here. Somebody let me know if you get the game activated. Let me know just to make sure the code's, you know what I mean? If you use the code and you activate the game. All right, yes, give me your email and I will find a way to email it to you. I don't know how email works. Okay, I'm making that up. I do know how email works. But yeah, I will put your I will put the email address next to one of the codes on my little sheet here, and I'll email it to you later. So if you're comfortable putting your email in the chat, go ahead and do it. Missy Scott says, how can I make fast money but do it honestly? Missy Scott, do you have a vehicle? I know a few people that do Uber or DoorDash or something like that, and they say if they pick the right day of the week and the right times of the day, they can make a fortune. I mean, I know a guy who his only job is doing Uber. He does it on, I think, Friday and Saturday nights, but he works the late shift. He picks up drunk people from the bar and takes them home, and he makes he said he makes sometimes over $1,000 a night taking the drunk people home. So you can do well sometimes. I also know other people that have tried it and did not do well, but they may not have been picking the right times of day. I don't know, but some people seem to really do well on that. Other people not so much. I don't see your email, Anti. Put it in. I think it probably deleted it. I don't think it allows you to put a space between your... Don't put the @ sign. Put a space in between your email and the @ sign. You have to pay for car cleaning. Yeah. Gaming King says the Scotty needs a buff. It could definitely use a buff. Missy's trying to find money to get her own place. So you don't have a computer. I don't know if you can do it off of a phone, but there used to be a work from home. Missy Scott, check this out. I don't know if it's going to be money fast, but I know U-Haul, the company U-Haul, has a whole bunch of work from home customer service jobs. I think you have to go through like 2 weeks or 3 weeks of training in a classroom somewhere, but after the training, it's 100% work from home. Quan says after paying taxes. Yeah, you know what? I think the amount of money I've had to pay on taxes this year was unreal. For the amount of money that I make, I can't believe how much they charge me, man. Being self-employed, they so ripped me off. It's the 4th month of the year, and I'm still trying to pay for how much I had to pay in taxes. Like, you know, I feel like they're taking about 40% of this year's income just on taxes. It's terrible. The worst of it is it's mostly the city taxes. So I'm considered under the poverty level on my income. I make less than $1,200 a month on average, right? So I'm under the poverty level, but the city taxes are eating me alive, man. Here we have to pay city tax, state tax, and federal tax. The federal tax and the city tax, I did not owe money on taxes because I make so little. The city has taken so much, it's ridiculous. Now, I did have to pay into like workers' comp and social security and stuff, but I'm just really upset with what the city tax is doing. City tax is bullcrap. A lot of states don't even have city tax. Ours is awful, man. Ours is awful. Rush, he says, I'm big man. Say what? What do you mean by big man? He says, you know me, bro. I'm big man, okay? I don't quite follow. Am I able to speak to the owners of Warabots? I have no idea who owns this. They're owned by a company that has a office in Dubai, a office in, I think, the Netherlands, and another office in Cyprus. I have a couple of contacts from Warabots, but I don't speak to the owners. I have no idea who the owners are, and more than likely, the owners never hear any of the stuff I have to say. So no, not really, unfortunately. Hugh, normally they do take the money out of our paychecks, but I'm considered self-employed, so they don't. Every month I get a paycheck that does not take any money out because I'm self-employed, and then at the end of the year I got to pay the taxes, so it's kind of crappy. Yeah, our city is like 2.25%, but I'm oh yeah, I just remembered. I forgot. They made a mistake. They made a mistake on my city taxes last year. I just finally was able to get them to fix it. So I guess I don't know. I don't actually know how much I owe them now because they fixed the problem. They're supposed to be sending me a new bill in the mail. I forgot about that. But yeah, they were charging me, instead of charging me like 2%, they were charging me like, I don't even know how much. But due to them self-employed, I guess they were trying to look at the wrong like stuff on the tax forms. So they really messed it up big time. But still, between everything, it's still more expensive than it should be. Plus, I messed something up last year and they sent me a big giant penalty, which sucked as well. Anyways, whatever. Taxes are crap. Back to something more interesting. Oh, yes. Liquor Fried. I think Mars is still a great robot. I was playing mine recently and I was having a lot of fun with it. It did very well. So yeah, Mars is still a really good robot. I have no idea what the prize from the leak hunt is. All I can say is I hope they give you guys something good. I have no idea what it is though. They didn't tell us. Rush says, be right back. All right, bud. We'll catch you here in a little bit. Malcolm says, I love the work you put in. Keep it up. Man, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got 3 YouTube gaming channels now. And I'll tell you what, I put in probably 15 hours a day. 7 days a week. Between live streaming 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day answering comments on YouTube, making videos, editing videos, talking to people I have to talk to in the chat room, playing the games to get the footage, the research, all that stuff. I'm telling you, I put in 12 to 15 hours a day, 7 days a week on the YouTube, so it's crazy. A lot of people think like it would be so simple to be a YouTuber, but man, it is so time consuming. It's crazy. I recently watched a video on YouTube about being a YouTuber. And the one thing the guy said, I've never heard anybody say this before, but he says, however much time you think you're going to put in being a YouTuber, expect to do like 10 to 20 times the amount of work you think you're going to have to do. And I was like, you know what? That is so right. Antisocial, you still here, buddy? I haven't got your email address yet. I don't think you posted it. I mean, if you did, YouTube deleted it or something. Lost Phantom says, can anybody see my messages? Yes, I can. Yeah, you can't DM me on Discord. All my messaging is shut off because I'll get like hundreds and hundreds of messages coming in a day. I can't keep up with all the messages on like 20 different places, so you can't actually DM me over there. Me and Adrian don't really play together. See, Adrian plays on iOS and I play on Android. But yes, I do talk to Adrian and I know Adrian. But since we're on different platforms, we can't really play in games together. And on the Battle Rec accounts, we're not allowed to be in squads or anything like that on the Battle Rec account. So we can't play together on those, unfortunately. Lugaster says, do you like your YouTube Live? Oh, YouTube Life. Yes and no. The only reason I say no is because if you look at the amount of money I make according to the amount of time I put in, it's probably like $3 or $4 per hour. So that part sucks. Big time. But I really enjoy being a YouTuber. I just wish it paid more. Teddy, that's a very interesting question. He wants to know if the War Robots pilots are actually real people. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. Now, I play another game called CSR2 Racing, and all the characters in the game are actually modeled off of real people. But on War Robots, I'm not sure if that's the case. He wants to know what's better on the Skyro, Sonics or the Rust weapons? Man, that is a tough call because they're both amazing. Personally, I rarely ever come out of the ball when I play a Skyro, so I go to a beacon and I normally just set on it. But me personally, I think I would prefer the Sonic weapons just because you come out of the ball, by the time you fire off 3 or 4 shots, go back into the ball, you probably just did a lot of damage. Now, the Rust weapons take a lot longer to unload, so I think on the Skyros, you want weapons that unload really, really fast. That way you can come out, unload the weapons, get back into the ball. So I think the Sonics or the shotguns like the Cudgel, Hammer, and Mace are my favorites on there. But Rust weapons are actually really good. I've played them on there many times. Perry wants to know what are the best weapons for Scorpions. My favorite are still the Sonics on the Scorpion. You can just teleport in, bash somebody really fast, and leave with those Sonics. They're great weapons on there. Now, the new harpoon weapons on the Scorpion are pretty cool as well, but I still like the Sonics. Dylan wants to know when will the War Robots live show be. Now, I don't think the live show is going to be the same thing like they did last year. Let me tell you when let me look that up really fast. The live show is scheduled for... Hold on one second. Where is my game news thingy? I know it was posted in here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I wonder if they removed the post. I don't actually see the schedule anymore. There was a schedule here. I don't know when the live show is going to be. Yeah, the schedule's gone. Huh. Oh, wait a second. Maybe this is it. Here we go. Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Live show. I don't know. Week 3, 17.04-23.04. So if I'm reading this correctly, sometime in the next couple of days, there's going to be a live show stream. This little schedule doesn't make any sense. So March 17th through the 24th. So probably in the next couple of days, but yeah, I don't know for sure. Lost Phantom says, Danny, what's up? Antisocial. I got your thingy dingy there. Let me put that on my list. Paste. All right, so EWN, correct? EWN 1987 at Hotmail. Got it. I will email you that a little later, bud. Hotmail, yeah, that's very, very old school. Oh, Pro Freedom says 2 days, 18 hours, and 31 minutes to the live show. So I don't know what they're doing for the live show at this time, but last time they had a bunch of like YouTubers versus developers and stuff, so I don't know anything about it, so I guess they're not doing that again. But Pro Freedom, they're trying to make that happen, but for some weird reason, they haven't been able to get it to work. He asked, when is iOS and Android going to be merged? I don't understand why we're not. I have no idea. I wish I had an answer on that. Like, I have some friends that play on other platforms, and I would love to be able to play with them, but unfortunately, it's not possible at the moment. Hopefully very soon. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, anything that seems like a link or something like that, YouTube usually deletes it. So, like, I can post links, but nobody else really can. So, since it's my live stream on my channel, I can post links. But if somebody else tries, YouTube's like, nope, could be spam, could be this, could be that. So they usually just like delete it. Rush, are you talking about the Sirius Titan, right? Sirius is okay, but I don't know. It needs a little bit of a buff. It's so darn squishy. I really like it, but it's squishy. It's definitely not my go-to Titan, I'll tell you that. Gaming King says, best weapons for Typhon. My two favorite sets of weapons on him is either the pulsars or the medium radiation weapons. I don't know why I can never remember what the medium and the heavy radiation weapons are called, but the light ones are called blights. The medium version of the blight or pulsars are my two favorite setups on there. Those new lasers, the new laser weapons are really good as well. So those are my three top choices. Rush says, what is the best Titan? Right now, I would say the Aether. I think the Aether is the best Titan. I think Luchador can still be really good. I think the Minos can be really good. If somebody really knows how to play it well and is good at keeping away so people can't get close to you, even the Ao Ming can be pretty good, but it's not for everybody. Yeah, Pro Freedoms. Yeah, sometimes other platforms can time drop with each other, but it sucks we can't be in the same clan or, you know, invite each other to games. Lost Phantom says, I asked... Lost Phantom, are you asking... I mean, if you want to tell me what you're running, I can tell you if it's any good or not. Kwan says Igniter. I don't like that setup at all. Are you talking about the Typhon? Some people love it. I hate it. The problem, I don't know. I think the igniters are very hard to use. So it's not my number one choice on a Typhon. Igniters are great weapons overall, but man, if something's moving, good luck. Rush as event on more robots are now bad. The old times are gone. What do you mean by events, my friend? Missy Scott says, Blake, ouch. I must have missed something. Did Blake fall down and go boom? I'm not sure what type of event you're talking about, Rush. Okay, so there actually is a special edition of the shell, Siskin. There's a scavenger shell, but it's still not that much better than the regular one. Missy says Blake is being mean. I don't think I've ever heard Blake be mean before. Sometimes I hear him say things like, hey, don't touch my computer. But, you know, that's about as mean as it gets. Russ says, what is the best weapon for Arthur? Alright, so Arthur is not the greatest robot in the game, but so far, I would say like the Lance and the Glaive or the new like Viron and Avora weapons are really good on the Arthur. Those are the only two sets of weapons I've played on him lately that I actually liked. Blinding weapons can be pretty good on the Arthur though. Right now, I think those are your three best bets. I think Arthur is one of those robots that you want to play from a distance. You don't want to get too close to people because he dies very easy, and a lot of weapons go right through his shield. So I think you really want a set of weapons that have a 500 meter or a 600 meter range. Now, I don't remember ever trying this, but I have a suspicion that the Pantagruel and Gargantuan might be cool on Arthur. But I haven't actually tried it to find out. I just have an idea. I have a feeling that it would be pretty amazing. Lost Phantom said, I posted my Hangar. Alright, so he's got Ares with atomizers and corkers. That's pretty nice. Behemoth with Thunder. I think you should replace the Thunders eventually. Spectre with Corona. I don't think the Spectre is really that good. Falcon Glory, very nice. Hades Avenger Shredder, not too bad. I would probably try to replace the Avenger eventually. But my main thing would be get rid of the Spectre, find something else to put in instead of the Spectre. But everything else seems pretty decent, honestly. I mean, Avenger isn't as good as it used to be. So ditch the Spectre, replace the Avenger. That's my advice on that. Missy Scott is going to get a Sharinga. Alright, so Gaming King wants to know when they're going to release a special edition of The Kid, Al Ming and Arthur. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't ever expect them to release special editions of those. Sup, Smileys? Those are old school starter Titans, so I don't think they're ever going to do that, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's a small possibility they could do it sometime, but I wouldn't count on it. Missy Scott says, watch it, Danny. What am I watching? Rush says, what do you think about robots adding paint jobs for the Titans? I think that would be great, honestly. I would love to see paint jobs for the Titans. Alright, so Siskin says the game is changing way too fast to follow. New weapons constantly, new robots constantly, all with crazy abilities. I think most of us would really like if they would slow down. Yeah, I agree with you. There's way too many things coming out too fast. Now, we've actually talked to them about that, and other people have talked to them about that. And if I remember, their response was, oh, if we don't bring things out this quickly, it's going to put us behind on our plans, and we can't have that. So we got to bring these things out this often, or we're going to be behind and all this. So their reply was something along the lines of that. So they're not planning on changing that anytime soon. I believe what happened was they noticed the more often they bring new stuff out, the more money they make, because the people who have gigantic monster wallets keep dumping the money to get the new stuff. So I think as long as those people are spending the big, huge amounts of money, they're going to continue doing what they're doing. Now, you know, if people weren't spending as much money, you know, they would probably lower the prices. But as long as any company, this isn't just for robots, but any company, as long as the customers are paying the prices that they're charging, they're going to keep charging those prices. So I don't think they're ever going to change that. Personally, I don't mind them bringing out new stuff often, but I just wish they wouldn't nerf a lot of the old stuff. Like, when something comes out, don't make it overpowered to where it's going to need nerfed. Make it to the point where it performs good, and then you won't need to nerf it later, right? That's the way I would like to see it done. If they're going to bring out new stuff, it should be balanced. New stuff is cool, but I don't want to see the new stuff completely being like that much better than the old stuff. Missy Scott says the phone is too small to see the chat. Rush says, how are you? Oh yeah, this is old. These are some games I posted on YouTube probably like 2 years ago. If I'm doing a question and answer stream, if I'm playing, I'm not going to be able to play and answer all the questions. So I just put this up there for you guys to have something to look at. Lost Phantom, yes, I think Invader is 100 times better than the Spectre. Invader is actually a good robot. Spectre, not so much. So I think that would actually be a very good choice for you. Lustiger, yes, the Redeemer is amazing. I love Redeemers. They're still some of my favorite heavy weapons that have a 350 meter range. Those things are brutal. What's my favorite game mode? I can play Beacon Rush all day long. But for the most part, I would say my favorite's free-for-all, but for some reason I don't play it as much. I don't know why I don't play free-for-all as much, but I love me some free-for-all. Free-for-all is amazing. I usually do really well at it too. It's just all around a good deal, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I see what's going on. Okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. Hey, okay. Check. Something was a little bit messed up there on my audio. Hello. Hold on, now I gotta turn myself back up a little bit. Hello. There we go. I actually had something turned on that I shouldn't have. I just turned it off. How did we get the new Ares pilot? I actually don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to get that. Smiley says, have you heard of the mech game called Torn? I have not. Oh, I hated King of the Hill. It was the worst game mode in the world. I could not stand it. The majority of players hated it and not many people played it, so they removed it. But yeah, King of the Hill was terrible. San Francisco says, is the giveaway still going? All right, so the Avora and the Amugi giveaway end in like 2 days. I got most of the winners picked and stuff already, but the winners should be coming out in the next 4 to 5 days. Now, when it comes to the links giveaway, I'm trying to find out when the deadline is for that. They haven't actually said, so I just asked somebody last night, haven't got a reply back. I'm like, hey, where do I turn in the winners for the links and when's the deadline? So hopefully I'll find that out very soon. Shika says, you ignored my chats. I haven't seen you post anything today. Oh, he's asking me to give him a Veyron from the giveaway. Well, if you're lucky enough to get picked, I don't know if it's going to pick you or not, but like I said on giveaways, all winners are picked 100% randomly. Everybody has the same chance to win something. That way it is fair for every single person. I don't just give it to whoever. Russ says, what is Goofy Bot? I don't know. You tell me, what is Goofy Bot? I have no idea. Alright, so Perry, you're liking the Orochi with hammers, huh? If it works, go for it. I'm not a big fan of the Orochi. I can't keep mine alive, but hammers are great weapons. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people entering giveaways and there's only so many prizes, so you got to be extremely lucky to get picked. Now, back before I was a YouTuber, I used to enter giveaways all the time. Now, I'll tell you what, I won in probably like 3 years of constantly entering giveaways. I won twice. I think the first thing I won was a Hades. I think the second thing I won was a Ravana, or maybe Ravana, I think. Chrissy, Kimberly, hey, nice to see you today. I know for sure the first prize I ever won back in the day was a Hades. The second one, I'm just taking a guess because I don't remember 100%, but I'm no longer eligible to enter in giveaways. So I don't get to win giveaways anymore. Ah, no more giveaways. No more giveaways for me. All right. Okay, so Smileys wants to know, what do I think of the Crisis bot that's coming up? I'm a little scared of this thing, right? It stays in stealth until it fires its weapon. So I think this is what's going to happen, is that robot's going to come out. It's going to be a big giant problem, and then they're going to come out with some sort of like robot or a new module with a way better anti-stealth, and maybe even some sort of weapon that sees things in stealth to take care of it. What I notice what they do is they come out with something that's crazy and that drives everybody nuts, and then sometimes they'll come out with another item to help you deal with that original item. So I'm guessing that's the way it's going to be. San Francisco says, Danny will always be a winner in my book. Well, thank you. Chrissy says, what Titan deals more damage? Are you talking about like the ability or the weapon combo or what? Because I would say the Titan that has the heaviest weapon setup would be the Sharinga. The Sharinga probably does more damage than anything. The second most damage would probably be the Ming because it's got 2 heavy and 2 lights. But I will say both of those robots are insanely squishy and they die very, very easy. They definitely have the most firepower, but they are glass cannons. Now, I will say this, when it comes to ability damage, what's that flying Titan called? The one that goes up in the air? Crap sandwich. I'm having a brain fart again. The Miramitz. The Miramitz's ability does so much damage, it's unreal. God, it's terrifying to see a Miramitz go up in the air if it's shooting at you. But the good news is, as soon as it starts to land, you can squish it. As soon as the stealth goes away, squish it. What happened to Hugh there? Something about passwords? I don't see him posting anything about passwords. I'm trying to find whatever post he made there. Oh, there it is. Oh, you can't remember. You can always reset the password if you need to, Hugh. You might want to get like a little address book or something and write all your passwords down in it. But make sure you come out with some sort of coding system that other people, if they pick up your book, can't figure out your passwords easily. So you kind of got to like add extra stuff either at the beginning or the end or somewhere in the middle or both. That way people don't easily figure out what your password is. Lost Phantom baked some German cookies. What are German cookies? Is that like an actual name of a type of cookie, or is it just because... Are you German? You're from Germany and baking cookies? Hey, Leviathan, what's going on? Ricardo, what's up, bud? Rush says, I hope I get lucky on your giveaways because I didn't win in 2 months. Yeah, I wish you luck, my friend. I actually have no idea who wins. I just have a bunch of player IDs on the list, so... I don't really know if you've been picked for anything or not. I have no idea. Ah, you baked them for your teacher? Cool, cool. Ricardo wants to know what is my favorite robot. I don't really have a favorite at the moment. Ever since the drone rework came out, things are very different now, and the robots that were my favorite, I still like them a lot, but I don't really know which one is my ultimate favorite. I will say I'm having a lot of fun playing the Ares with the new pilot. Gaming King, I have no idea when they're going to update the workshop again. It's very like hit and miss with the workshop. You never know when they're going to do what to it. They don't really tell me about that type of stuff. That's not the information they share with me, really. So usually I find out about the same time you guys do when those type of changes come up. Lugaster, I don't really like the Christmas Fenrir. Alright, here's what I don't like about the Christmas Fenrir. The front of it looks stupid. It looks like a dumb reindeer with a big dumb giant red nose, and it looks so stupid. But the back that you see when you're playing looks cool. I like the way the back of it looks, but I don't like the front of it. Normally, though, I play the other special edition Fenrir. I like him better. The cryptic one. Hey, Exposed. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Alright, Lost Phantom. Here's the problem with Behemoth and the problem with Trebuchets. Behemoth, I can't keep mine alive anymore. Behemoth used to be super amazing, but... after the last update with the big drone rework, Behemoth dies really fast. And the trebuchets have such a really long reload time, it's unreal. I don't think I would run trebuchets. Alright, Lost Phantom says the gift bringer isn't stupid. How dare you? Hey, I don't like it. You might like it, but I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. I like it. I don't like the way it looks. Great robot. Hate the looks. But we all have different opinions on stuff, you know? Exposed says the Christmas Fenrir does not look intimidating. I just want to destroy it ASAP when I see it. Rush wants to know what is the most popular bot. Alright, generally this is kind of how it works, right? They bring out something new and everybody wants the brand new robot. because the brand new robot's almost always overpowered when it comes out. So everybody wants it. It turns into the most popular bot in the game. And then eventually, you know, several months later, they balance it or they nerf it or something, and it's not as good. So everybody's always chasing the newest, the latest, the greatest. That always ends up being the most popular. Right now, I would say, like, when it comes to old school robots, I would say Fenrir is probably the most popular old bot because it's been around for years and people are still running it. A lot of people are still running it. What's that robot called? The Typhon is a very popular robot. It doesn't seem to be as popular now, but it was for a really long time. Lost Phantom says the robots you love are stupid. Man, that's harsh. That is harsh. You are not very nice, sir. Exposed. I have not tried the new drone on the Fafnir yet. I probably should, but I have not done it yet. Perry says Leo is still decent early game. Yeah, Leo is one of the best robots you can start off with, I would say. I should say at least it's one of the best robots that you can get easily for a new player. Lost Phantom says bendy bullets have no skill. Alright, so I think a couple people want to see a Fafnir with the new drone video. I don't have the new pilot, but I might have it on the BattleRec account. So Rush, I don't know exactly when the giveaway winners are going to be announced, but very, very soon. 2 of the giveaways end in a couple of days, and I'm not sure when the Lynx giveaway is supposed to end, so I'm trying to get word on Pixonic from when the Lynx giveaway ends. But the other 2, sometime in the next 4 or 5 days, they'll probably be announced. Strongest Chicken says, have kept changing weapons. Oh, he says, Fenrir has been in his hangar for 5 years now, but he just keeps changing weapons on it. Yeah, Fenrir is amazing, actually. Lar Nurse, he says, which claw looks better on Nether with magma paint job? Sinister or Cruel Claw? I don't know. I don't have that paint job, so I don't know what it looks like with those. I've never seen that robot with that paint job with those weapons, so I have no idea. Oh my god. Lost Phantom says, imagine how fast Rogatka can go with the speed skills and the new drone. So I'm going to tell you guys something though. Do any of you guys have that new drone? Because I know on Predator's video, he was getting mega speed with the new drone, but I'm not getting that effect. I think a lot of you guys saw Predator's video and you're actually expecting to have a crap load of speed. I'm getting a very, very small speed increase from that drone. Even when I get like 10, 12 kills. Okay, maybe not 10 or 12. When I get 5 or 6 kills with that drone, I'm still only getting a very small speed increase. It's not doing much for me. So it's not running crazy fast. Lost Phantom says it's bugged. Yeah, 4 kills gives you max speed, but I get 4 kills with it. I can barely tell a difference. I am not getting anywhere close to 80% more speed. I might be getting like maybe 10 or 15% more speed after 4 kills, and that's it. I mean, I can tell a big difference when I add another 20% speed when I run a booster. I mean, 20% is very noticeable. If I was getting 80% more, that would be sick, but it's not happening. Exposed says, what modules are you running? That all depends, man. I change setups around like crazy since I do YouTube videos. I'm always like changing things around, trying to find stuff that I really like to share with you guys, so... What the heck is a gaggy bot? I have no idea, my friend. What is the most gaggy bot? I don't know. Yeah, I suppose I'm hardly getting any extra speed after 4 kills. I mean, I've played it on several robots so far. So far, I've played it on the Lynx robot. I've played it on the Fenrir. I've played it on Scorpion. I think I put it on a Pursuer once. What else have I tried it on? I know I've tried it on 4 or 5 different robots so far, and none of them really moved very fast. You know what? No, I did not put it on Skyros yet. That's one thing I was thinking about trying it on, was the Skyros. The strongest robot. I think the hardest robot to kill is the Skyros when it's in the ball. Second hardest to kill would probably be the Fenrir with the Bernadette Wolf pilot. Now, the Falcon with the traditionalist skill is somewhere up there as well, is on the hardest to kill. I have not tried the Phantom. That would probably be fun, though. Sounds like a good deal, actually. Phantom's such a fun little robot. Rush, you out of here. Have a great day. Catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Perry says the Seraph is a pretty good robot. Yeah, Seraph's not too bad. I like the Seraph. Rush says, is War Robots pay to win? Because I don't see lots of offers. I wouldn't call it pay to win, but you're definitely gonna have an easier time if you can spend some money. I wouldn't say it's pay to win, but it's pay to get the new stuff right away, which can give you an advantage if you're a skilled player. Hellburner and the new drone, that would be fun too, actually. I don't remember the Amugi melting the Skyros. I played the Amugi a lot when it first came out, and I don't really remember it doing extra damage to Skyros or anything. Lucas, Lustiger. I always say your name wrong, don't I? I'm dyslexic, so I read some stuff backwards. But anyways, I like the way the moon map looked in this video better than the way it looks now, honestly. Hugh says, I recently got the Victoria B pilot for the Seraph. Makes the flight times a little better after they nerfed it. Yeah, Victoria's a good pilot. Alright, well, our 2 hours is about up here on the stream, guys. I'm going to need to get going. I started the stream a little later than normal today. But we've been streaming for about 2 hours. I gotta get some stuff done and finish the rest of my day. And I'm probably going to have to try to record a couple games for... Maybe I'll try and throw some... Maybe I'll try the Fafnir with the new drone. Maybe I'll try and do a video about that for tomorrow. I'll try it out. I'm gonna set up 2 builds today. And I'll record some games with both of them. So if the Fafnir doesn't work out, then I'll do something else. But if it does work out, then I'll probably post that tomorrow. Blake Lee, thanks, buddy. But I gotta get going, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming out. You guys are super amazing. It was awesome to have everybody here today. If anybody's just tuning in right at the end, I'm sorry, but we've been streaming for 2 hours, and unfortunately, I got things I got to get done. So normally every Thursday and every Saturday I do gameplay streams, and then Tuesdays I do these. So I hope to see you guys on the next stream. Remember, giveaway winners will be starting to be announced within the next like 4 to 5 days, I think. So stay tuned for that. And we will catch you next time, all right? Catch you guys later. Have an awesome day. See ya.